So this is week 80 Friday, and number 3 says, how many ways are there to write 7-element data lists of integers in numerical order to fit the following criteria? The mean is 20, the median is 21, the mode is 22 and unique, and the range is 10. So here we have seven integers, and we know the median is 21, so that's already guaranteed. And we already know that there's at least two 22s because that's the unique mode. And we know the range is 10. So we can just like casework this. So if we just set, let's say this is 22. And so this would be 12 because range is 10. And so the only possible option for the mean to be 20 would be if this was 20 and this was 21. And this would work because this one, I'm sorry, there's one mode of 22 and median is 21 and range is 10 and mean is 20. So basically by this we can get that this works. So then we can move on to next case where this is 23, not 22 anymore. So now we know that everything has to be distinct except for these two because it's a unique mode. So everything has to have one of it. So we already know this is 13. And mean is 20, so these two have to sum to 39. And possible choices of that are 21 and 18 or 19 and 20. Those are the only possible options. But we know that if we have a 21 here, then there's going to be two 21s, so 22 won't be the unique mode, so this doesn't work. So the only possible way for this to work is if there's 19 and 20. So, yeah. Next case. Okay. So we have 6, 7, 21, 22, 22, 24. This is 14, and these two sum to 37. Yeah. Because essentially you're just increasing the last term and the first term by 2, and so these decrease by 2. So because the last two sum to 39, these two sum to 37. And so the possible cases are 21 and 16, 17 and 20, 18 and 19, and that's it. So we already know that we can't have a 21 because then we'd have two 21s. And the rest of these work. So basically we have two separate cases and I'll just write them both here. So this case has two possible ways for there to arrange numbers. And next one. And we're coming to a close because we know that there can only be this number right here can only be so big because the mean is constant. So we know that it'll end at like somewhere close. So we're 15, this is 25, this is 21, 22, and 22. So again, these two have to sum to 35 now because those two sum to 37. And possible options are 21 and 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, 1918. So those are the only options, and we know that this one doesn't work because 14 is below 15. This one doesn't work because there's gonna be two 15s, so yeah. And the only ones remaining are these two. So we could just write them down here. And yeah. And let's do one more case. 22, 22, and 25, no. And, oh shoot. This is 26 and 16. And so when this happens, these two have to sum to 33 because the mean is 20. And the only possible option here is 16, 17 or 15, 18 or 14, 19. But we realize that all of these are less than 16 and it's in increasing order. So these are all gone. And 16, 17 doesn't work because there's two of 16 and that means the mode won't be 22. So this case just doesn't work. And so finally, number of cases are just one here, two here. One here, two here, and two here, and this adds to 6. So the answer is 6 cases.